Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. Gurley, after hitting pay dirt last week against San Francisco, it's now 10 straight games for him with at least one score, Charles.
We talked about him in preseason, and he was my choice then for MVP in the league, and I'm not backing off from it now. He runs it, catches it. All eyes on him in that offense, which opens things up for everyone else. Had 3 more touchdowns against San Francisco in Week 7, 14 total on the year. Only the 3rd guy in NFL history to have that many through his first 7 games.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 82. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Sunday.
On second down, here's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by John Johnson. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Pretty much the unquestioned #1 team in the NFL through the first 7 weeks of the season. Coming back onto the field here, that, of course, the L.A. Rams, Charles, 7-0. Blew away San Francisco last week, 39-10. It's their first 7-0 start since 1985.
And remember when they were worried about Aaron Donald and him coming to the team and when he would get really into shape and rounded and into form? How about 4 sacks and a forced fumble against San Francisco? That's a career high for him in terms of sacks. But I know how people keep saying, well, when will they get tested? To me, they got tested this week by having the poise and the maturity to blow away San Francisco when they were obviously better than them and not have a letdown game. But they are home for Green Bay and then at New Orleans in the next couple of weeks. So if anyone has doubts, they get through these two, all doubts should be erased.
Throwing on third. Goff. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Eagles trotting back out there. You had their game last week against Carolina. What a disappointing loss for Philly to drop them to 3-4. What happened? They were up 17 points.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? And the problem for them, besides blowing the lead, which we'll get to in a second, they didn't score enough when they had the opportunity. They got 17 points, but they had an opportunity really for like 27, which would have really put them out there. But instead, they left Carolina an opening, and they took it. The Eagles are now only the 4th team in the Super Bowl era to lose a game. They led 17-0 or better in the 4th quarter at home. And what a tough one for them. Now, Carson Wentz had a great game throwing the ball. 30 of 37, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, but ended up having a fumble on the last play of the game. And that ended it, and Carolina won the ball game.
And the Super Bowl champs under 500. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Lefty, lefty. Great.
On first down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
82. Shorty.
Wentz will try again on second down. A dump off to Sproles. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lion. Straight 15.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 52 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
17.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
DC.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Sproles, the return. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on first is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Wentz now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Sunday.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And the Rams Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is taken around the 12. Spinning away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Rams getting set to go now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the to the 33-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, that's Adams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Trey 15, Trey 15.
Throwing is Wentz. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ric Flair. Go. Hey, Shell. Shell.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Hey, Shell. Shell. Jester. 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 Starting left here.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Deuce.
shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15 and a first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
DC. 12. Starting left here.
Again they run with Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. John Kelly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why? But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's got it.
And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hardball. Go, 12, go. 14.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Yes, sir.
Throwing now, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
76. Starting left here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 81. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or a...